Essays on Untouchables and Untouchability Social by Babasaheb Ambedkar. Chapter 4 3. Professor Max Mueller calls attention to two instances showing that Shudras were admitted to great sacrifices, such as Gaved Kacharu. One is that of Ratakara, and other of Nishadasthapati, both Shudras. It might, however, be supposed that this was a concession made to the exceptional men from the Shudras. That it is not a mere concession but a right enjoyed by the Shudras is beyond question. In the Satapatha Brahman, which is part of the Veda, the formula for the Brahmin priest to call the sacrificer to come and make the oblation is given. He is asked to say, Ehi, come in the case of a Brahmin, Agahi, come hither in the case of a Vaishya, Adrava, hasten hither in the case of a Kshatriya, and Adhava, run hither in the case of a Shudra. This passage is of great importance. It shows that the Shudra had at one time the right to sacrifice. Otherwise, a form of address for the Shudra sacrificer could not have found a place in the Vedic precept. If the Shudra had a right to sacrifice, then they also would have had a right to study the Vedas. For, according to the Katyayana, only those who had the right to read the Vedas were entitled to perform the sacrifice. That the Shudras were at one time entitled to read the Vedas is a fact which is well supported by tradition, which is referred to in the Shanti Parva of the Mahabharata, where the sage Bhrigu answers the question, how is Varna to be determined in the following terms? There is no difference of castes in this world, having been at first created by Brahma entirely Brahmanic, became afterwards separated into caste in consequence of works. The bros Brahmins, twice born men, who were fond of sensual pleasure, fiery, irascible, prone to violence, who had forsaken their duty and were red-limbed, fell into the conditions of Kshatriya. Those who derived their livelihood from kine, who were yellow, who subsisted by agriculture, and who neglected to practice their duties entered into the state of Vaishya. Those who were addicted to mischief and falsehood, who were covetous, who lived by all kinds of words, who were black and had fallen from purity, sank into the condition of the Shudras. Being separated from each other by these works, the Brahmins became divided into different castes. Duty and the rites of sacrifice have not always been forbidden to any of them, such as four classes for whom the Brahmanic Saraswati were at first designed by Brahma, but who through their cupidity fell into ignorance. Interpreting the word Brahmanic Saraswati, the commentator says Saraswati, consisting of the Veda, was formerly designed by the Brahma for all the four castes, but the Shudras, having through cupidity fell into ignorance, that is, of darkness, lost their right to the Veda. The end.